Hi folks, welcome back to 999. Last time we were betrayed by Santa, and Santa, June, Ace, and Lotus went through the 9 door.
Totally wasn't expecting that at all. I was fully expecting, like, Ace to be the wild card again, but then what's even the point of playing a game over again if you have the same bad guy?
Exactly,
So,
and also, Ace is a known quantity. Everyone else, we don't know these people.
that's true. Yeah,
we don't know any of these people.
In our previous timeline, we got to know Santa a little more. In this one...
No, we went through the same number of doors.
That's actually true. Yeah, never mind. We really don't know him at all.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying last time, is that we don't, like, because we don't know any of these people, could any one of them be the, like, could have a turn?
Yeah.
And
we just don't know.
Yeah. Are there how many, can I ask you how many endings are there? 6. There are 6 endings. Okay. Okay. 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That counts the Bolivian Army ending.
Okay. So,
which is technically called coffin, but it's the Bolivian Army ending.
So if we were to exclude June and Junpei, that means the rest, like everyone else from our current party, could potentially in all of those endings be a turn. If there are 6 endings,
well, but one of them is false true, which means there's really 5 endings.
Oh, that's true. And then one of them is knife, which is still Ace.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's a good thought, and I didn't want to completely deny it outright.
I just wanted to say it out loud first, and then, think through it.
But the problem is 2 of those are aborted other endings.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, alright. Never mind.
Both Knife and Bolivian Army are just failure. It's just like, you failed.
Yeah,
you
okay.
didn't do the thing you were trying to do. Alright.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. Do you want to keep reading, or do you want me to? Okay.
He thought about June. About Akane Kurashiki.
Sorry, apparently it's silly time for the cat.
My cat just went on a journey.
Okay.
Was she safe? That was all that mattered to him. If she was alive, if she had escaped this horrible boat, that was what Junpei prayed for. 7 came up next to him. He pulled off his hat, scratched his head, and sighed.
So, what do you want to do, Junpei?
What do you mean, what do I want to do? What can we do?
7 opened his mouth to respond when...
There it is.
Good timing, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry we can't save you.
Oh, no!
A noise echoed through the room. Someone was pounding on something vigorously. It wasn't mechanical. It was certainly human. Junpei and 7 looked at one another.
You're like, you didn't do that.
What the hell is that?
Shh, quiet.
Clover motioned to 7 to be quiet. She put one finger to her lips and closed her eyes in concentration.
Where is it coming from?
The 3 of them listened, trying to determine where the sound was coming from.
Where is it coming from?
I would love it if he wasn't in the coffin and he was, like, knocking from somewhere else, but that wouldn't make any sense. I don't know why.
From the vents? Like
yes,
Alice?
Yes! Yes!
It's not Snake at all, it's Alice in the vents.
Yep. Alice is in this coffin and Snake is in the vents.
Oh, man.
Yeah, what a twist!
Could it be? Hey, I think it's coming from this coffin.
You're right.
Let's open it.
But how?
Yeah.
What are those muscles for? For show?
You're telling me to force it open?
Oh, right. I forgot that these 2 are terrible together.
They're the worst!
Just shut up and try!
At least try to, I guess at least try to muscle it. It's not gonna work, but try.
Junpei and 7 grabbed hold of the coffin. They tried to get a good grip, but what little purchase they could find was pulled with all their strength.
And we don't have any weapons or anything, right? We don't have an axe, we don't have a knife, we don't have anything that we could try and hack it open.
We could go get the axe.
I was gonna say, like...
If they left the door open, but 7 wasn't with us, and 7's the one that's good about opening doors,
right,
so I don't know if we can go get the axe.
Okay. I mean, did 7... No, 7 did not go through the one with the axe.
No.
Yeah, we did. Okay.
So it would have been down to Ace or Clover to remember to block the door, and I don't trust either of them.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, maybe Clover.
I trust them, but, like, not to do that.
Not to do that. Yeah, I got you.
Man, it won't even budge.
There was some sort of keypad attached to the coffin. Its purpose would not have been difficult to determine. Their eyes were almost immediately drawn to it.
Not another one.
Yeah, looks like it.
Do you think we have to put in the right password or it won't open?
I think so.
Yeah.
We know, buddy.
The noise wasn't stopping. In fact, it was getting louder.
Whoever or whatever's inside this thing wants out. And now.
I know that. But how?
Without a passcode, I don't think there's much we can do.
They couldn't even tell how many numbers the passcode needed to be.
Isn't there a hint somewhere?
Well, let's look for one.
Not in this room, as far as we know.
This isn't like the rest of the puzzle rooms.
Yeah, it's not.
Unfortunately, there didn't seem to be anything near the coffin. Clover ran to examine the pews, and Seven investigated the desk, but they turned up nothing.
Ugh, there's nothing.
Not making this easy, are they?
I know,
The
buddy.
sound still wouldn't stop. God, can you imagine?
God.
In that teeny little space, just banging
Yeah.
and not even knowing, because they've gone quiet, not even knowing if there's somebody out there. Like,
Right.
you heard the gunshot.
Right. Oh, right.
And then
yeah.
what? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Coffins are freaky.
It wasn't a noise that belonged in that room.
Yeah, it's and it's extra creepy because of the room. And we still don't know how he got in
the
there
passcode?
or like why. Like
We didn't have enough time with him last time
Yeah.
to like be like, what was your experience?
yeah, right? Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't see how
How
we're
can we
even
figure it out?
going to have that this time.
I need something.
Oh, dramatic shot.
Welcome to the Bolivian army ending.
Are you serious?
This is where it would have ended.
Just right here.
Yes. That zoom in and then done.
Oh, that would have been awful.
But
But
the world blinked.
we're still going.
Suddenly there was a voice inside Junpei's head. Truth had gone, truth had gone, truth had gone. Ah, now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
Wait, what? What the hell was that? That voice?
Junpei was utterly and completely baffled.
Oh, it's the telepathy.
Huh? What?
What's up?
Seven and Clover ran over to him, but Junpei didn't know what to tell them.
In that moment of desperation when you get the answer and it comes to you immediately and you cannot explain it, but you have it.
But here's the thing,
Holy
he had
shit.
to have it.
Right. Is it his past, like, self explaining it to him? Like, what? What? Keep going, Gina, keep going!
If you told them what that he'd heard a voice, they'd laugh, or worse, think he was going insane. So all he said was...
Oh, nothing.
He cleared his throat, a little too loud, and looked pointedly down at his bracelet. There were a pair of small buttons protruding from either side of it. Junpei. He pressed the buttons. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Yep.
Yeah, because we were
Yep.
truthing. Yeah, yep. And then it'll read off the code, and then we can open it up. What the? Oh.
That's wrong. You should know that already. You should know everything. If you don't, then why did you bother to look at the bracelet? You already know that the darkness of the sinister hand is telling you to look at the bracelet on your left hand. It's right, left, right, left, left, right.
Right, left.
That's
We had it
fine. Yeah.
backwards. Yeah.
That's
But
why you
I
looked
actually
at your
really
bracelet, right?
I actually really like that
Yep.
because I like selecting it wrong because
Yep.
it's yelling. Oh, what the fuck?
Right.
This is so
Left.
creepy.
Right. Left. That was it.
And I don't think we need to write it down because I think he
Nope.
remembers it.
He's also
Yeah.
right here. You can just put it in.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
8 numbers blinked on and then off on the bracelet's display. Junpei checked one last time.
Wow. 1 4 3 8 3 4 2 1.
1 4 3 8 3 4 2 1.
That is so creepy. That is so creepy.
Huh?
Hey, what the hell were those numbers?
Oh my gosh, are those?
Junpei didn't answer. He simply walked straight to the coffin. He knelt down in front of the keypad, running over the numbers in his head so that he wouldn't forget.
14383421. 14383421.
Oh my god.
With trembling fingers, he punched them in. That was all of them. He punched the E button. There was a moment of complete silence.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Then there was the sound of a coffin lid unlatching. Someone sat up out of it.
No way!
What?
Why are you...
Yay! Hey, buddy.
Hey!
Hello.
Oh, is that you, Clover? I apologize for worrying you.
He said after he's been lying down, punching the coffin lid for the past half
Kill
hour.
Bill style. Yeah. Oh my
Snake.
god.
You? Why?
Junpei? And Seven? Is that you? Is everyone else there as well?
Well,
Just like Rip Van Winkle. Still, it was very much like Snake to simply cut to the heart of the matter and ask.
yeah. Oh my
Jeez.
god.
Now you can see why the Bolivian army ending is so frustrating.
That is extremely frustrating
Because
because you have to do safe before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you get there and Junpei's like, I can't answer it. I can't answer it.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. And the game is like, you don't know.
You don't know, and it's like
his
the
head
end.
goes, you don't know.
Yeah.
And, oh my god.
Yeah.
That was so eerie when it's like, you should know this.
Yes.
Like, it's also kind of funny because it's also like the game's sort of reprimanding you a little bit, but then at the same time, it's like, but you should know this.
But you should know this.
Yeah, like that.
Get with the program, both
Whoa,
Junpei and the player.
freaky.
Let's do this. Get
No.
back on track because you guys have been. The thing is, we've been about as far from Junpei as possible for the past playthrough because we knew so much more than him.
Right.
Which made him feel
And now,
kind of ignorant in a way.
Yes.
And now it's like, all right, you guys need to sync back up a little bit here.
so weird, but so good. Okay, yeah, I gotta see where this is going.
Clover's eyes filled with tears.
You're back.
Also, this is good.
Yes. With a cry of joy, she leapt into Snake's arms.
Aww.
Gently now. My body's still a little weak.
Oh, you're back.
Clover looked like nothing so much as a lost child who had finally found her home.
Aww.
She cried and cried and cried. Her eyes were red and her nose was running. She hiccuped and gasped, as if she were about to begin hyperventilating.
You're back. You're really here.
Her voice was happy, almost desperate, as if she feared he would disappear again if she stopped talking to him. Tear after tremendous tear rolled down its way down her face. I got thrown by tremendous.
Tremendous tears.
Her small arms strained as she clutched Snake's body as tightly as she could. Perhaps she had to convince herself he was real. Perhaps she was worried he would be gone the moment that she let go. Perhaps she simply didn't know what else to do.
You're back.
Come now, what's gotten into you? You're acting as though I've returned from the grave.
Well,
Not as though. You did. I really thought you were dead.
Huh?
You jerk. Idiot.
aw,
I'm glad they're both alive.
me too.
Clover broke into sobs so great she could no longer talk.
Oh, we do need to fill him in though on what
It was
happened.
a touching reunion between brother and sister.
It was indeed.
Even though Junpei knew they had little time and every minute they waited was a minute that was wasted, it felt cruel to pull them apart.
Agreed. Yeah.
Junpei and Seven sat down on one of the pews waiting for Clover to calm down before explaining to Snake what had transpired.
I guess we told him.
Yep.
And we needed to. Yeah, someone attempted to kill you, man.
I see. I believe I understand things rather well now, thank you.
But why are...
In the shower
Are you dressed
room,
like
there is a dead body wearing my clothes. Because of that, you thought that I was dead.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
He had quickly and neatly summarized the events of the last several hours.
Yeah.
Junpei nodded.
You also discovered a corpse in the captain's quarters, and Santa turned on you here, in this room. Do I have it straight?
Well, the dead body in the captain's quarters is a surprise.
Sorry, there wasn't a good time to tell you.
Don't worry about it.
Well then. I've got a pretty decent idea of what happened while I was indisposed, but it's still something of a mystery who did all this, and why. The corpse in the shower room that looked like me, and the corpse in the captain's quarters. Why were they killed in the way they were?
You don't know?
No. Why would I?
The guy in the shower room. We don't know who he is, so let's just call him Mr. X. Anyway, this Mr. X is wearing Snake's clothes. But you're wearing some kind of weird robes. That means someone took your clothes and put them on Mr. X. We need to figure out who that was.
I apologize, but I have no idea who might have done this to me. I only just now woke up. I was unconscious during all the events you just described to me. They must have undressed me and changed my clothes during
So
that
that's why
time.
he started knocking, because he just woke up in the coffin. I
Gunshot, and he's
see.
like, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck. We assumed that he was in there
When were you knocked
had been
out?
knocking for hours. Yeah.
When we split up to look for the red,
Where did they get you? Do you remember?
it was a small room in one of the hallways on C deck.
What happened?
The same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted. A canister releasing some sort of gas was thrown into
Is that
the
when
room.
we were... Oh, when did that happen?
That
when
happened
we were
when-
separated?
When we were first abducted, and then also when we came back and found June's body gone.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm trying to... I mean, like, when this happened
when
to
we were,
Snake.
Yes, we were looking for the guts, for the red.
Right, yeah, when we were
Yeah.
all split up.
It was during that
Okay.
hour.
That's right, that's
Mysterious
right.
hour.
Yep,
But
okay.
if it's a canister, that means it was probably zero.
Yes.
Yep.
I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent.
Then that means it was...
0.
Yep.
Looks that way, huh?
There's nothing else I have to tell you. When I woke up, I was in this coffin.
And he's got one of the symbols on his coat too.
Yep.
One of the
Astrological sign.
astrological ones. Yep.
Junpei crossed his arms and thought,
Why? Why did Zero make Mr. X wear Snake's clothes? How would that benefit Zero? I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? And I have no idea how I got the passcode for the coffin either. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Where did those words come from? Why did I feel compelled to push the buttons on the bracelet after hearing them?
Seven had asked him about it while they waited for Clover to finish crying. He'd had no answer for him then, and he still didn't.
All I know is my fingers moved on their own. It was like I did it subconsciously. I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean?
His mind was a maelstrom of mysteries, clues, and theories. And more mysteries. He could barely think.
So many mysteries.
Also, Snake and Clover had been subjects in a similar experiment 9 years ago.
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. And someone did actually die. A girl. Her name was...
There had been another experiment conducted on this same ship 9 years ago, and a girl had died during it.
Fuck, was it Alice? Is her name Alice? They didn't say her name.
Morphogenetic field theory.
Let's just bring it all together.
The 2 murders. Switching clothes. The nonary game.
And whatever strange thing was happening to Junpei himself.
Oh my god.
The maelstrom in his head spat out words and ideas that disappeared back into it almost as soon as he grasped them.
It's like now we really have so much information. Like we have so much information now. Like, and I feel like we just need like to connect those nodes in some way.
And Junpei's slowly clawing it back.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Right. Exactly.
But as he struggled through them, Junpei began to realize something. There was something that tied all of them together.
Hey.
And the point connecting the dots.
Zero. He's the ringleader. The person who trapped 9 of us on this sinking ship. Zero should know everything. If we can uncover Zero's identity, all of our questions will be answered.
Who was Zero? Junpei had the beginnings of a theory. If he could only test it. Or perhaps...
At any rate,
Talk
we'll
with
have
these
plenty of
two?
time to
Like,
decipher the details later.
I feel like
For now, it is of utmost importance that we escape.
I feel like we should really be like.
Junpei, it was
Sorry,
4:30
sorry.
the last time you checked the clock. Yes?
I feel like Junpei should really be pressing like Snake and Clover for answers now.
Okay. I'm gonna
or-
step back.
Okay.
Hey, Allison.
Yeah.
Who is Zero? I just want to hear where your theory's at this point.
I mean, it's from what we know, from what I can tell, it sounds like Zero is someone who had participated in the nonary game.
Okay.
Like that has been said. Some of the people in the group suspect that Zero is one of them. I personally don't feel that. I feel like he is a separate component,
An external party, but somebody that participated in the game?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. But the people who have participated in the game keep thinking that Zero is one of them, because I think both Clover and Santa suggest that Zero was one of them.
Clover definitely did. Santa has been of the don't trust anybody because Zero could be anyone.
That's fair.
Yeah, he's not necessarily said it's absolutely somebody here, whereas Clover has.
Yeah.
But he's been very much of the like, you need to not put your faith in people.
Right. Yeah. And I had said a while back that, like, I was like, oh, is the player Zero? But that doesn't seem to make sense because Zero is still operating like outside of our control. But I still feel like us as the player are still a character or a force in this somehow.
And we don't know who that is.
I don't know what that is. Or if we're the Epiphany or something. Or I have no clue.
Okay.
I don't know who Zero
I
is.
just
That's who I
just
think.
wanted to check in.
Yeah.
Because I remember literally writing in like a journal, I had like a who is Zero like grid, like almost like an Excel doc,
Like a yes, no, yes,
exactly,
yeah.
and like okay, who can open which doors, what are the factors that
Yep.
contribute to this,
It's
this,
not.
and this.
It's not Ace. I don't think it's Santa, actually.
Okay.
But maybe that's just me not wanting it to be Santa. But I don't want it to be Santa, so I don't think it's him. I don't know. I don't think it's someone from our immediate party here. I think that Zero is an outside source, but I don't know what his stake in this is. But there is something, and I keep thinking back to how in our first timeline, near the end, Ace was saying that he lost. No, Zero said that he lost.
Said that Zero lost.
Yes. Which means that he has some sort of motive to this.
Yeah, there's some goal, and
Yeah.
it wasn't accomplished in saving.
Exactly. Yeah. But then Ace said something too pertaining to Zero, or like that Zero had played him in some way, which I suspect was Zero like setting him up in some way to make him go off the rails and kill people. But that wouldn't have worked.
I'm trying to think of which line you're talking about, because I mean Ace speaks very comfortably about Zero, like almost like to a direct person,
Right.
Like
so that they almost to the point where it seems like Ace maybe suspects who Zero is. Yeah.
It's or something along those lines, because Ace at the very least talks about Zero in a slightly different way than
Right.
everybody else does.
Right.
Instead of talking about a force, it's talking about
He's
a
like,
person.
there's a person running this. Yeah.
But that makes sense, because all the scary things were developed by Ace.
Right.
Ultimately.
Right.
Which means then it's just somebody mocking him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's someone taking the thing he built and running him through it.
Yeah.
And I can see how for Ace that's like
the worst.
The absolute worst. Yeah. And okay. So
okay, sorry. I just wanted to take a real quick aside.
That was good.
Okay.
But yeah, I needed to think about it again.
That means we have less than an hour. We must hurry.
Hey, how are we gonna get out of here?
Isn't that obvious? Through the other number 9 door.
5 plus 4 plus 7 plus 2 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. With Snake, we can open the door.
Don't tell me you hadn't figured that out.
As they sniped back and forth, Junpei glanced at Snake's left hand. He was wearing a bracelet with the 2 on it.
Come on, you gotta tell me these things.
I, assumed you'd figured it out.
Forget it. Let's just get going.
Okay.
7 stomped off towards the smaller numbered 9 door. Clover, Snake, and Junpei followed. Dream team, I'm just gonna say.
Yeah,
Dream
right?
team. Best characters, except
Honestly-
for June. Sorry, June, you're not here, but
Yeah.
everyone else is here.
This really is the best team, though. Like, I love
This
all
is
of
it.
these characters.
These are
Yep.
the favorites,
Yep.
all lined up. Again,
I mean,
sorry, June.
Yeah. 7 and Clover don't, like, go along. Like, they don't work well together,
But maybe with Snake here, it'll be better. Because
yeah.
like, last time, it was because Clover was in that snap at anything that moves
yes.
space.
Yeah.
So we don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's true. She
Yeah.
might be totally different now. Or just a little more, I don't know, less snappy.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see.
7 quickly laid his hand on the red. An asterisk appeared.
All right, let's go.
Junpei and the others followed suit and laid their hands on the scanner panel.
So, currently,
Soon there were 4 asterisks on the screen.
does Junpei know in this line that, oh yeah, we do know that Snake's arm is fake.
Yes.
Yes. And we do technically know that we don't need to put our hands on it, we don't need a body, we just need a bracelet, because Santa did say that. So that information was still disseminated
Yes,
here.
that is correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody's caught up.
Kind of. There's
Sort
definitely
of.
some facts that we as the player know that not everyone knows.
That's
but,
true.
But
yeah.
still.
And it's just starting to bleed, and that's
Yep.
really weird.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god.
7 glanced at them and laid his hand on the lever of the red.
All right. You guys ready to go?
Yes.
Yep.
Junpei's in a difficult place. Junpei paused for a moment.
Not yet.
Huh?
Before we go in, I'd like to check something.
You want to check something?
Yeah, but before I do, 7, could you pull the lever? I want to make sure we can verify with just the 4 of us.
What do you mean? We don't need...
Just do it, alright? But if the door opens, don't go in yet, okay? Please, this is really important. I really need to check this, okay? Work with me here.
Junpei looked directly into 7's eyes. The older man looked back for a moment, then nodded.
Fine.
What are you checking, dude?
Door opens.
Yes.
Good. Fantastic. 7 pulled down the lever, and door 9 creaked open. Then they waited. 6, 7, 8,
Yep.
9.
Alright, that means the 4 of us can go into door 9.
So, we knew that already. It's obvious.
Obvious. Yeah, you're right. It is. Now, what happens if we add Zero's bracelet?
What?
Yeah.
Zero's bracelet?
Yes.
Yep.
I was just about to say, I'm like,
Yep.
I hope this is where he's going.
Why
Yeah.
don't you take it out, Clover?
Yep.
For a moment, Clover looked surprised. But she recovered quickly and stuck her tongue out at Junpei.
So you did know I had it. I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime.
Yep. Yeah.
Junpei's not dumb.
Yep. But
Quite
I'm
the opposite,
I'm glad that
honestly.
she's like, okay.
Yeah, she's like, all right.
She's not mad at him. She's like,
Well,
all
she was
right.
hiding it from Ace, not from Junpei.
That's right. Yeah, that's true.
She reached into the pocket of her voluminous jacket and produced a bracelet.
Big puffy jacket.
Yeah, Junpei took it from her and turned to 7.
This was on the left hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters. If you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make this a little easier to talk about, I'm gonna call the guy we found dead in the captain's quarters, Cap.
Okay.
And I should be able to open door 9 with just me, Clover, and his bracelet. Though the big question is, if Cap is the mastermind of this game, would he really put one of these bracelets on? Anyway, let's just give it a shot. Clover, give me your hand.
Okay.
Yep.
Now the captain's bracelet. And pull the lever.
However,
And now it's proving that it's not the 0. It's not a 0. Yeah.
the door didn't open. The red display
I
read
knew
error.
it. Now,
What does this tell us?
Maybe the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work?
No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a third asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's on your wrist doesn't matter. All you
Okay.
have to do is put the bracelet near the panel for it to register.
But the thing is, it's suggested that Junpei may have this information, but he's trying to process through it. It's
Right.
like, that's
Yeah.
what's weird. Now that he's heard a voice from a potentially different timeline, all bets are off.
It's
about,
kind of all flowing in now,
exactly.
potentially.
He's just
yeah.
like, it's also possible he's just making a logical leap. It really
Right.
is. He has all the information, but
Right.
he also may already know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's sort of getting there very quickly.
Yeah.
And he was suspecting earlier, but now I think since he heard the voice,
It's
I
like
think
it all,
clicked.
yeah,
Yeah,
epiphany.
exactly.
It all snapped together.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Seven waved his bracelet in front of the scanner panel.
Yep.
Sure enough, a single asterisk appeared on the red.
Huh. Looks like you're right.
See? So what does that mean? There's only one possibility.
That bracelet isn't the number 0. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Then what number is it?
Let's find out.
Junpei scanned the bracelet with this combination. So it's you need to each equal 18, so it was
It was a 6, right?
yeah, it's a 6.
Yeah.
So that's 5, 7, 8, 9, 14 plus 6, so that's wrong. It was, what was it? 5, 6, 7 plus 6. No.
It's not going to open the.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wait, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, it's this one.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's try 7, me, and Cap.
7 plus June. 7 plus Junpei.
And there's no reason for like Junpei to like know that. I mean, I guess we could technically go through trial and error.
Yeah, this is also the same process of elimination. It's just, yes, to your point, he got there immediately.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If this combination opens the door, then Cap's bracelet is number 6.
Yep. Here we go.
Hey, it opened! Had the door opened!
What? Why? What does that mean?
Both Seven and Clover seemed rather shaken. Mm-hmm. As they turned to look at Junpei for answers.
But like, why would the 0 not be 0? Why would it be? I mean, yeah.
The door slid heavily shut. Junpei raised an eyebrow.
Isn't it obvious? Cap's bracelet is number 6.
Yep.
But doesn't it say 0?
This isn't a 0. The symbol on here isn't a number 0. It's a letter O.
Oh.
Oh, because of does that no, that doesn't. Does that correspond with base 10? Or no?
I mean, it wouldn't be because
No,
I'm trying to think of what O would be, because it might be 6 if it as a digital root, because it could be the digits add up to like.
Oh yeah, if
5
O
and
if
1 or
O
something
matched
like that.
O from hexadecimal, which was
He's about to explain it.
Okay,
But like yeah.
yeah, okay.
Whoa,
I
wait a
just
minute.
wanted to see if I could
don't
get
get
there,
it.
but I don't know.
I mean, we figured out that Cap's bracelet is 6, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean there are 2 people with 6s?
Before Junpei could answer, Snake spoke up.
Oh,
There is most likely only one person with a 6.
But I don't get it. What about June?
Well, this is only an educated guess, but I think June's number was never 6 to begin with.
all of the bracelets have a secondary number underneath whatever the number is displayed. Is that what they're getting at? I don't know. Keep going.
Her bracelet was flipped. In other words, June's real number is...
No.
9.
That seems the most likely.
Then all this numbered door stuff was just a load of crap?
Why would you say that?
Because if June is 9, then the numbers wouldn't match up.
Clover grabbed Junpei's notebook and began to write furiously in it.
Here, look.
Yeah. What?
Junpei leaned over to look at it. There's a single fact that you may be forgetting. Because they've never drawn attention to it. There is a fact that they've never drawn attention to, but isn't true nonetheless. But we'll get there.
It's on her left hand, right?
That's not the fact.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Okay.
I would just look at June's pattern when it comes to doors.
Oh, like which doors she selects?
Yes.
Fuck, is she 0?
That's not
That's not the conclusion. But okay, let's...
Maybe not the door she selects. The door she goes through.
Okay.
List of all the numbered doors June's gone through.
I'll let you know what I'm writing, okay, Snake?
Okay.
And that's everything. I wrote down which door she went into and with whom. And I wrote what all the numbers were. So if you switch 9 in wherever there's a 6, the numbers don't work. If the digital root is 7, then you can't open door 4. If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door 8.
Clover, do you notice anything interesting on that list?
What do you mean?
You're talking about 3, right?
Wait, what? Wait. Door number
June
3
has never gone through a door without Santa. Not once. Not ever.
Oh!
Not in either timeline.
That's true, they've always gone through together.
Yeah, I even drew attention to it on the last door because it looked for a moment like she was splitting off, and I was like, that's not right. And then Santa was like, no, I'm here too.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait. What?
Yep.
3?
Santa's always in the room with her.
I think I
That's
literally
what you're
said
saying,
it
isn't it?
in the last timeline too. I was like,
You said that Santa's always
I've
with
always
her?
commented that, like, yeah, they've gotten to know each other really well because they're always in
That's
the same
right.
room
They're
together.
always in the same room.
Yeah, they're always in the same
no
room.
No matter what, whether we're with Santa. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Like if we're with one of them, we're with both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cause that happened in our first timeline too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cause I'm thinking about the boiler room. Oh, what?
Yes, that's right.
What about it?
That's quite simple, really. You told me that the first time you came to this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind. Now, doesn't that beg the question why? Why would Santa do such a thing? The answer is easy. Because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 in Lotus. Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3. Santa's real number, 7? Would you be so kind as to modify my sister's equations?
Yeah, sure.
7 took the pen from a confused Clover and began to adjust her calculations.
This is what you were getting at, right, Snake?
It's a 0.
He read out the changes he'd made. When he finished, he looked at Snake. Snake smiled.
Thank you. That is exactly right, 7. Santa's true number wasn't 3. It was 0.
No way. Santa is 0?
And June was 9, not 6. Conversely, Santa was 0, not 3. Plus 3 and minus 3, they cancel one another out. Nothing appears out of order.
Santa was still playing by the rules of the nonary game this whole time.
Oh my god.
Precisely.
So you're saying Santa planned this whole thing?
I'm not sure if he acted alone or not, but I think it is safe to conclude that he is 0. If
So that's how he
my
can
hypothesis
move-
is correct.
If he is 0, that's how he can move through all of the doors with them, is that he just uses June. As long as he's paired with June, then
That
he
seems
go
like a
along.
risky plan.
It does. Yeah, I'm still not totally convinced.
It doesn't seem like they are either. It's just, if that's the case, then it works.
It could be the case that he is the number 0 bracelet, but he's not 0. Like, he could, because he's played the game before, he could have pre-existing knowledge and know that, like...
100%.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. One of them has to know.
What do you mean one of them has to know?
Either June or Santa has to know.
Right. And
so
it
that
makes
they can
sense.
stick together.
It makes sense that it would be Santa because he's played the game before. So
Yeah.
he could have gained that knowledge from...
Oh, so you mean he knows the 3 bracelet is actually 0?
Yes.
And so he, using that knowledge... Okay,
Yes.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I understand what you
That's
meant.
what I mean.
I
Yeah.
misunderstood your point. Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah.
No, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm not convinced that he is actually 0, but I think he knows... I think he at least knows that his bracelet is the number 0. So...
I will mention, though, last time he and June stuck behind because they have to stick together.
Right.
And when we found June, Santa wasn't there, and the intercom spoke. Now, we don't know if it
spoke
was
back to us.
Yes,
That
we don't
is
know if
true.
it was pre-recorded. We don't know. It could have also been any of the people we left behind in the 9 door, because if any of them were 0, they could have acted. But it also could have been Santa.
That's true, because, he wasn't there, and he left us with her.
Yeah. So we don't know.
And potentially, and then if he is 0, I wonder if he is doing something to her, like, along the way as well, if that's part of his, like, plan.
I mean, he would... But he's been with her all the way through both times, because they literally cannot
that's true, yeah.
split.
And
so
then,
if
the first
he poisoned
time-
her the first time and didn't the second time, there's got to be a reason why he chose one time to do it and one time not to.
Right. And I guess he could be doing that, but also still not actually be 0.
Yeah.
But then he also could be 0. Oh my god. Okay.
But the bracelets are all out of whack.
I don't trust the bracelets anymore, like, at all. Holy shit.
Clover bit her lip. She seemed to be having some difficulty believing her brother's explanation. Junpei. Junpei remained silent and thought.
Snake's hypothesis. Something doesn't seem right. June's bracelet being flipped. Even if that were possible, that would mean there are 2 number 9 bracelets.
Or that
And
means-
if that's the case...
Or it means the other bracelet is the... Oh no, but then...
But the door opened.
Yeah, the door opened, and technically the 0 bracelet we have with us is a 6, so we can't have 2 6s in play. So, because we have to have numbers 1 through 9 in play, like, in order to make it work, whether they're displayed to us or not. Okay.
All right, that's enough talking.
No, it's not!
Let's go. It's high time we went through that door.
We need to talk more! No! We need to figure this out. Okay.
Door 9 opened. They leapt through.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's right there.
The dead was directly in front of them, and as they came through the door. Quickly, they scanned their bracelets.
Okay.
And the detonator stopped.
Alright.
Oh.
After pausing for a moment to catch their collective breath, Junpei and his companions headed down the long hallway in front of them.
Okay.
All right, let's keep going.
Alright. Do we want to keep going next time?
I think so.
I think so.
Next time we'll see what lies behind this number 9 door.
So we haven't been behind this number 9 door.
We haven't. We've
really.
been behind the other one. We have to assume that it connects, though, because Ace and Lotus ended up... They went through this door, but
Yes.
they ended up in the furnace. So
Yes.
clearly they connect somewhere, but we don't know how.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna see what they went through. Yeah, because it was switched the last time, right?
Exactly.
And it's so good. Okay. Gina? There's so much happening right now. And it is so much to process, but I want to process it and I want to understand. But we're gonna have to do it next time. Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
Alright, thank you guys.
See you, folks.